Hey there, welcome to this little corner of the channel. Today I have some stories for you. Stories about the things we all feel but don't always know how to say. Death, love, the meaning of life, and the idea that having more doesn't always mean living better. These mini stories are inspired by a very special book, Tuesdays with Morrie, a professor, a student, and conversation that just may change the way we see life. So get ready to think, to feel, and maybe to see the world a little differently. Open your heart because this is where a lesson of life begins. Well, sometimes the most important conversation don't shout, they whisper. This is the story of an ordinary Tuesday between a grandfather who's lived more than he says and a granddaughter who doesn't yet know where to begin. He carries white wisdom, and she lost in a screen that never looks back. But that day, something shifts. Do you know what the most powerful thing I learned is, Valentina? That phones are winning our necks? That too, but no. I learned that life doesn't wait for you. You choose whether to live it or just watch it goodbye. Did you live yours?
Sometimes, yes, but many times, no. I worried about money, about seeming strong, about not failing, but I forgot to wash the flowers, to hug without rushing, to say I love you when I should have. Well, in my case, I feel alone, even when I'm surrounded by people. I don't know why. Because you are searching for something on your screen that can only be found in people's heart, real connection, the kind you feel it can be downloaded. And part of the problem, Valentina, is that everyone is in such a hurry. People haven't found meaning in their lives, so they are running all the time looking for it. They think the next car, the next house, the next job, or the next cell phone. Then they find those things are empty too, and they are running. Don't wait until you lose something to appreciate. How your mom, listen to your dad, write down what hurts, do what I didn't. What if I don't know how? Start with a flower, water it every day, and as it grows, you will do. I will do it. Thank you so much for your advice.
As you can see, it takes use one honest moment to chip a heart, one flower, one conversation, one Tuesday, to remind us of what really matters. What happens when we're no longer just afraid to miss life, but afraid of life ending? Well, in the next one, in the quiet of an autumn afternoon, one young man is with a question that many of us carry deep inside, and one older man helps him find something more than answer, peace.
Autumn's almost over. The tree's down to its last few leaves. Doesn't it make you sad to see it so empty? Not sad, more like grateful. Every fallen leaf is a whisper that says you were here, you mattered.
I don't want the leaves to fall. I don't want anything to end. I don't understand why things have to. I used to feel the same, but death is not the opposite of life, it's part of it. You can have one without the other.
Still, I cannot stop thinking about it. It scares me. It's like there's a cloud thinking and I can't shut it off.
That fear, it only grows if you try to run from it. I have a friend that used to say, learn how to die and you learn how to live. Once you accept that you are going to die, you start to appreciate everything so much more. So, you are not afraid anymore? Sometimes, but I don't let it control me. I let it in, feel it, and I let it go. Death is like the last page of a book. It doesn't ruin the story, it gives it meaning. But what if it ends too soon? Then you love deeper, speak kinder. You don't waste time pretending you live forever. Maybe it's not about stopping the leaves from falling, but noticing how they dance on the way down. That's it, Leo. Acceptance isn't give it up. It's making peace with the rhythm of life. Look at that leaf. Zoom. It'll fall. But before it does, it gets to dance with the wind. When we stop running from the end, we begin to notice the beauty in each beginning. But once we accept that, a deeper question begins to echo. How will we live? Finally, I would like to present you a story about ambition, values, and the courage to choose your own path, represented by a young girl and her mother. I got into the top business school. They say graduates from there make six figures in the first year. Pretty impressive, right? That depends on what you're measuring, bank accounts or peace of mind. Isn't that what life is about? Getting ahead? I mean, what else is there? There's really called while getting ahead and what you leave behind once you're gone. But the world rewards success. Only a certain kind, the loud kind, the visible kind. But the culture we have does not make people feel good about themselves. And you have to be strong enough to say if the culture doesn't work, don't buy it. So you're saying I shouldn't care? No, I'm saying care about the right things. Chase purpose, not just profit. All things, but don't let them own you. But it feels like if I stop chasing what everyone else is chasing, I'll fall behind. Behind what? The life that never ends? You'll always feel behind if you run someone else's race. Sometimes I don't even know what I want, just what I'm supposed to want. That's the mirror talking, the one the world holds up to you. Try looking through a window instead. See what brings light to others, what makes you feel alive. Success fades, love stays, joy and little things stays. How you make someone feel that stays? So I can choose a different story? You must. You have to decide what's important. You won't get it from the culture. Write your own values, then live them. That's real freedom. Well, thank you for joining me in these stories inspired by Tuesdays with Morrie. I'm Paola Escobar, and it was a pleasure sharing this day with you. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you soon!